So my project was called Nourish Me, and it's a wellness platform designed for the Bradley University to improve wellness areas in physical, emotional, mental, basically holistic wellness. Overall, I want to create a platform where an app for students that could download it for free, and once they download it, they can have a customized wellness plan created where they can see all the resources we have on Bradley for wellness and all the resources they could use to improve their wellness overall. My experience, it was really interesting because I just got an idea in class. I was taking entrepreneurship class and I got an idea there. So I was like, oh, I should do the big idea with this idea, but I didn't have a team because my teammates had another idea. So it was just me running this idea. So I had to find people who would be interested in it. I found a couple of people, but they were not as passionate as I was. So they just helped me with some like table creation or something like this. But everything I did myself. I didn't struggle with forming a team. It's just because I wasn't expecting to do this idea. It just came really fast. So finding people, I had to find people right away for the. So it was kind of like, oh, who would be interested in? And people that I found, they were interested, but they didn't have enough time because they were all seniors at the time. So they said, oh, we already have so many projects going on. We could help you, but we cannot put like 100% or like even 50% into it.
Mm-hmm.
It was a really good experience. We didn't go into the last stage of the competition, but I think it was a really great experience for me to see how I could be like a leader, work on my leadership skills to like organize meetings, see what I can create. I was working all the design things was myself, like establishing connections with the coding department to help me do this. So for me, it was a really great experience because I learned how to network, leadership, all of this. For me, it was just a great experience, like forming a team too. So, yeah. I'd say my advice is to not be afraid. And even if you think your idea is small or like insignificant, just find people who are also interested or like your friends. And it's just really fun. I worked with my friends with other ideas, and we would be just sitting in the living room and just coming up brainstorming all the ideas. So my advice is like find the people who would want to go through this experience. Don't be afraid to do all of those things because it's actually not as scary as it seems at first. I guess like understand how much you can contribute to it, and if you can't contribute 100%, find people who you could like delegate work and like because sometimes you can't do everything by yourself. Yeah, like understand for yourself how much you can contribute to it, how much percent you can put into your work, and find other people who could help you to fill out to like 100%. I mean, as I said before, I learned so many skills from it. From all of the competitions I've done here at Bradley, like me last year and me right now is completely different, two different people. Like my confidence improved, my skills in networking, like even like ideas creating improved, so my mindset expanded. So I definitely benefited from it. Last year competition, I feel like it was really about learning how to pitch your idea greatly. It was about the idea, but mostly people were concerned about the pitching. How you can pitch and make people believe that it's the best project. So I really think the most you need to work on is your pitch and your presentation of the pitch. It is the most challenging, but it's the most fun because you're trying to come up with all of the solutions. How do I make it greater? How do I add something that like the judges, when they hear, they're like, oh wow, that's interesting. So like how do I make it that way that for example, like the judges don't have a question for me back because I already put everything there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, like basically like you're kind of thinking of the future of what they're gonna ask you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's really fun. It's the most challenging part, definitely, but the most challenging one is they actually presented.
You get nervous.
I was really nervous, yeah, because I was the one presenting last year. I was nervous. I kind of forgot some of the words I wanted to say. But it's because it was just my kind of first time presenting by myself. So I was nervous, but right now I'm much better at it than I was before. Well, this year, big idea, we already know a person who does the best. So now, because we've done so many competitions, we know who out of all of our teammates is the best at pitching. So we just give it to her. And she knows it herself that she's the best out of us. So now, like, we understand who is the best at doing what.
Okay.
So I'm really good at communications, as like tabling or anything like one-on-one kind of communication, explaining. So I'm doing most of that job, like getting people, like networking. I'm really good at that. Like my other teammate is really good at pitching, so we kind of like understand what our roles right now better because we've done other competitions. Yeah.
Okay. So you recommend keep participating and not just once.
Yeah, keep participating. Like all of the competitions, with each competition you become better. With each competition you're learning something new about yourself, about your teammates too, and you're definitely getting new skills. I think what helped me is to practice it a lot, but like practice it in front of people. So for learning by myself and then practice to my teammates, or like practice it for my friends and say, can you hear me out? And like finding those people who are supportive. So like not the people who are gonna tell you, oh my god, it's so bad, or like you're doing bad, but like people who like could give you a constructive feedback, but they would be saying like, don't worry, you're doing great, just continue. Even if you stop, they say continue, something like this. So finding those people who can be supportive when they listen to you.